Hey everyone, welcome to day one of Get Connected Toronto. We are here at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre and we are going to show you what is going on here. We have a lot of things over the next 2 days. Let's go take a look. Hey everyone, I am here with Crystal Reddy, friend of mine, and we are going to find out from her. Crystal, what is it that your firm does?
I actually am a certified professional bookkeeper, and we deal with small business consulting, as well as helping people create their records to be able to drive their businesses and make good planning decisions.
Right.
And we also do some tax as well.
Nice. What kind of taxes do you guys do?
We mainly do T1 taxes for individuals and some simple T2s.
Okay.
If there's something that's beyond basic, we refer out.
That's amazing. Love the collaboration with our other colleagues in the accounting space. So for your T1s and those kind of limited T2s, you guys are using Profile, is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. So what is it that you love about Profile?
Well, it's easy to use, and it's been around for like a long time.
Right.
So I just, you get good at a piece of software and you just keep using it, and it's been years and years. Good piece of software, it's solid.
Absolutely. Now you and I were chatting a little earlier today and you're kind of interested in scoping out ProTax. What's kind of driving that want for change?
Well, we live in a virtual world. Like, I'm a hybrid team now, and I keep an office location, just for myself to go into once a week.
Okay.
For those clients who want to come in person. And I've been finding myself without my tax software on my laptop.
I mean, listen, that's really what it comes down to, right? Is, being able to access it from anywhere, right? I'm sure that that's what's driving all of our firms to start looking at cloud solutions. I still owe you a demo, right? So we're going to be going ahead and scheduling that. But thank you so much for spending some time with us. And it was a pleasure seeing you as always.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No problem. Hey, everyone, here with my colleague, Andrew Wall from CP4IT. CPA4IT. That's too many letters and numbers, right? We wanted to find out a little bit about your firm and practice.
Sure. So I've got a second generation firm that I bought from my father. We're a team of about 15 to 20, depending upon ebbs and flows of tax season. We use a lot of new tech and new tools. For tax, we've historically used Profile, but we're making the migration to ProTax. We've used it this year for the first time for personal tax season, and we're looking at rolling out for T2s as well now. Amazing.
So starting off with Profile, how long have you guys been using it and what kind of returns do you guys do?
So we have been using it since 1984. I think. It's hard to remember exactly, but we've always used Profile. Corporate tax primarily is our bread and butter. We do some personal tax, but primarily for the corporate tax clients.
Okay.
And we do T4s and T5s and the occasional trust, but not very many of those.
Okay. And so name me a couple of things that really kind of are benefits to you by using Profile.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's a lot of people are familiar with it.
Sure.
For going out and getting new staff, it's not that hard to find people who are familiar with Profile and comfortable with it. And what I do like about Profile is the ease of use and the simplicity. The interface is a little bit dated,
sure.
And that's why I like ProTax. It's much cleaner, Web 2.0 interface, which is easier to work with. But that consistency that people have, the color coding, what I obviously love is being able to go back to previous returns with the right click and, be able to jump over to the spouses and be on the exact same slip. There's just things that make it simple and easy to use. And it's just been the staple of accounting and tax for as long as I've been doing it, which, believe it or not, is a long time.
Don't worry, my grades are coming in too, I get it. Now you said that you're kind of like looking to transition to ProTax. So what's kind of driving that desire to move sort of from Profile into ProTax?
So the big desire for us to make the migration is a little bit unique. We do a lot of work with RPA, which is robotic process automation. And RPA is a really incredible tool that can automate just about anything that you do on your desktop. However, Profile's interface is a little bit unique, and when you click into a form, you actually don't get every line that's on the form accessible to you as something that you can interface with from the RPA.
Okay.
But the web version, everything is accessible and it works a lot smoother. But we did find in moving that there was some simplicity, especially for like e-signatures and stuff like that, which we really liked. The team really liked the e-signatures, and the e-filing process was simple and clean. It's very different because in Profile, you can e-file multiple returns when you're doing personal tax returns, for example. And then you get a list of which ones failed and stuff like that. Whereas in ProTax, you're working on the individual return, but it's like literally like 2 clicks and you're done.
Right.
It couldn't be any easier. And from an RPA standpoint, that has just been a breeze. And in fact, for all of our T4 and T5 process this year, we were able to automate 100% of the actual process and do about 80% of our returns using automation and robotic process automation, only because we moved to ProTax, which we couldn't have done that in Profile.
So that's interesting. So it sounds like you're also gaining efficiency, saving some time. If you had to guesstimate for your firm, how much time do you feel like you're saving using the RPA?
Well, I know because we did the comparison of the amount of time that we spent this year versus last year, and last year was 300 hours that was spent on T4s and T5s. That this year, admittedly, we did spend over 200 building the RPA, but that's half the time that we spent to do the work last year, and now we have a tool that we'll be able to use every year from here on out. So
it's that initial pain for the long-term gain, right?
It's the initial pain for the long-term gain.
That's the one thing that I love about our industry, right? Whether you're doing bookkeeping, whether you're doing tax, it's always like a learning thing, right? You're trying, you're innovating, you're trying to figure out like, okay, what do I need to do? What went wrong? What did I learn from it? And how do I improve that process, right?
Absolutely. And I think this tax season, a lot of us know that it was a difficult one with CRA. So there was lots of trials and errors this year. And you just got to struggle through those and adapt, right? It's funny that people say accountants, are slow to adopt change. But I don't think that's true at all. I think we change every single year. We have to adopt to new tax law changes, to new interfaces in the tools and technology. We're always changing. We're always evolving. Right?
It's true. I think it's just a matter of, what do they find valuable to warrant the change, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us and telling us a little bit about your firm and about your processes and the things you like about our tax products. And it's always good seeing you.
Yeah, and now it's Andrew Talks.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Helena Patience from Entreflow. Helena, thanks so much for joining us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about you and your firm and what you guys do?
For sure. So as you said, I'm Helena Patience. I'm the CEO of Entreflow Consulting Group. We're a firm of about 23 people all across the country, 100% remote, 100% cloud. We've been using QuickBooks Online with all of our clients since day one because we wanted to lean into technology, automate as much as we could, improve the workflows, and then be able to spend more time supporting our clients with advisory because we do bookkeeping, controllership, and fractional CFO work on top of HR management and consulting and a lot of software implementation work as well.
That's amazing. So one of the things that I love is that you guys are actually using ProTax. So what kind of drove that decision and what are the things that you love about it?
For sure. So we're a little bit of an odd duck in the CPA realm because we started doing advisory, so fractional CFO work. Then we added bookkeeping and accounting, and then we added tax.
Oh.
So we did a complete reverse from a typical firm. And when we got to that point where we were adding tax, we'd already been 100% cloud. And so I was really looking for a cloud product for us to do our tax because I didn't want to go back to desktop technology.
Right.
And so we were very excited, that we were able to use ProTax, pull the data straight in from the QuickBooks files, have all the data there. We could see, collaborate internally really easily, and file. So it was kind of a no-brainer for us.
So how long have you guys been using ProTax?
We used the T1 section when that first came out, and then we were actually using Casework Cloud for a bit until you released ProTax for T2. So we're probably some of your earlier adopters for both of the modules.
Right.
Started using T3s a little while ago, and then the forms recently. So that's been really great. The team's been loving that too.
Lovely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
No worries.
Everyone, thanks again for listening to our customers and what they have to say about our products and their workflows and who they are. Make sure that next time you guys get connected, you guys find Helena, network a little bit, and say hi.
For sure.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Helena. Bye.
Thank you.